Have you ever worked with multiple datasets and wondered how to combine them efficiently? Whether we should keep the duplicates, remove them, or maybe we should find only the common records? Well, today we are breaking it all down. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Kanika, and in today's video we will be exploring the powerful SQL set operators to solve exactly these kinds of problems. Alright, let's say you have two lists, one with the customers who have signed up using the website and another with the customers who have registered using the mobile application. Now you need to combine them both, but should you keep the duplicates or remove them? Or maybe you just want to find out those customers who have signed up using both the methods. This is exactly where SQL set operators like union, union all, and intersect come into play. Mastering these set operators is crucial for working with large datasets. Whether you are generating reports or optimizing queries or maybe merging datasets from different sources, knowing when to use union, union all, or intersect make huge difference in the database performance. So let's get started. Before diving in, let's quickly understand what exactly set operators do. Think of them as tool that allows you to combine, filter, or compare results from multiple queries. Union merges results and removes the duplicates. Union all merges the results but keeps the duplicates, and intersect it returns only the common records from the datasets. Now let's explore each one of them with a practical example. So the first is SQL union. It is used when you want to combine the result of two or multiple data sets or the queries, and you want to see only the unique or the distinct records. So think of it like that you have two contact lists and you want to combine them, ensuring that no name or any of the name should not appear twice. So let's understand this with an example. Let's say we have two tables, customers online and customers offline. Now let's see that what we have in these two tables. So let's select star from customers online. Let's run this. All right, so we have customer ID, customer name and email in this table, and the total number of records we have is 40. Okay. Now let's see what we have in the customers offline. Select star from customers offline. Now let's run this. All right, so again, we have the same type of columns as in customer ID, customer name, and email in the customer's offline table. And the total number of records again is 40 in this table as well. Okay, now let's perform union. So you would use union when you want to generate any report wherein you want to see all the distinct customers across multiple platforms. All right. Let's change this query a bit. Let's say that we only want to see the customer name. So let's select customer name from customers online, and you perform union to select customer name from customers offline. Now, before I execute and show you the result of this union, one thing that you should keep in mind that while using union all and intersect, the number of columns that you are using in both of the queries should be same, and also the data type of the columns that you are using should match the corresponding positions as well in both of the queries. So what I meant is that say for example you are using select customer name comma customer ID from customers online union, and you are using select customer name, only one of the column. In the first query you are using two columns, that is customer name and customer ID, and in the second query you are using only one column, which is customer name. So let's run this, and this will gonna give you an error. So let me just show you. Okay, so there are no result. I executed this query, there is no result, but I get an error which says the used select statements have a different number of columns. Okay, So make sure that while using union, union all, and intersect, the number of columns that you are using in both of the queries should be same. Now let's remove this and let's execute to see the result. Okay, so now we have all of the customers' name from both of these queries combined all together, and there are no duplicates. So the total number of records that I get using union is 68. Okay, now let's see when we use union all, and let's see how many number of records we get while using union all. So let's change it to union all. It says select customer name from customers online, union all, select customer name from customers offline. Now let's run this query. All right, so now again we get all of the customers name, and the total number of records that I get is 80. So it has combined both of the tables all together. Okay. Okay, all right. So now let's perform intersect. But before I go to intersect, there is one note that MySQL does not support intersect, but the syntax of intersect is same. It's just that you will replace the union and union all with the intersect. But since MySQL does not support intersect, we can still achieve the same result by using two alternative methods. So the one method is you can use an inner join. And since we have already covered joins in my previous video, if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you go and watch it. It's a very detailed video, and I'm sure you will definitely gonna learn something and more about joins. So the one method is to use inner join, and the another method we can achieve the same result using without using intersect is to use MySQL where exist. So it's a kind of a where condition within exist in the place. So you will write select customer name from customers online, and let's give it as an alias con, and you write where exist. You will start within parenthesis, select customer name from customers offline, where, and before that, you may want to give an alias to customers offline table as well, say COF, and where COF dot customer ID is equals to con dot customer ID. So basically, to use where exist and even an inner join, there should be an related column in both of the tables. Now let's execute this, and voila, we get the results. So we have in total 10 records. That means in total we have 10. That means we the common like the common records from both of these tables, that means the customers who have enrolled or who have registered via both of the methods are only 10. Okay, so this is your intersect. Now, when to use which set operator? Imagine you are working in an e-commerce and you want to run a loyalty program. Now, you want to count all of the customers, but you make sure that you do not want to count them twice. So you will use union. And let's say if you want to analyze the purchases made across all the sources, you will use union all. And now you want to see only the loyal customers that who have made the purchases through online and through offline platform both. Then you will use the intersect. So choose them wisely based on your requirements. Now you might be wondering that how do these set operators compare to SQL joins? Well, basically SQL joins merge the data sets or the results horizontally. That means that they bring up more and they add more columns from the related tables. Whereas the set operators like union, union all, and intersect, they combine, they merges the data vertically. That means they bring up more rows from the similar table. Now, which one to use? Well, if you are merging data sets on the similar structure, then go with the union, union all, and intersect. that means set operators. But if you want to add more columns from the related tables, then you should go with the joins. Well, joins are more optimized while using the indexes, and like union and intersect makes the query slower on the large data sets because they are working like more as compared to union all, as they are like while using union and intersect, they are working in sorting and filtering the result to remove the duplicates and to bring up the commonalities. I hope this breakdown helps you understand SQL Union, Union All, and Intersect better. Knowing when to use each one of them will make your SQL queries more efficient and your database operations smoother. Now I have a challenge for you. Try running these queries on your own dataset and let me know in the comment which of these set operators you use the most. If you found this helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Simply Kanika. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy coding!